I like that matchup between these. This is an older ME-109, BF-109.
Yep.
I like to imagine that's like an older, experienced ace that's been fighting his way through all the World War II.
And all the good planes are broken down, and he has to fly the earlier BF-109, the circa Battle of Britain BF-109 that is okay, but it's completely outclassed by 1944.
He's been flying it for a while now, and he's only got one plane, but he's damn good with it.
He found it in a hangar.
Yeah.
It was one of the few non-bombed ME-109s. And he's squaring off against, who? A P51D. Look at that.
Some dumbass farm boy in his brand new P51.
He could be a good fighter pilot, though.
Dude, they used to send him up with, like, what, 10 hours in a Piper Cub?
No. I think the U.S. fighter pilot training all through World War II was excellent, comparatively speaking, against late war Germany. I mean, those guys were basically sending up 8-year-olds.
Dude, anything's better than late war Germany.
So you're saying this is some grizzled veteran. More likely, you have it backwards. This is like a 14-year-old out of middle school, and he's going up a combat ace.
Yeah.
Who's been accompanying the B-17s and B-24s over Germany in the daylight bombing runs. Woo.
This guy's good enough to paint it blue and yellow. It should tell you something.
And the Germans did the same thing. The aces would paint their aircraft super loud colors, and I've shown a lot on table. They don't care. Grab that one right there, dude. Grab that Focke-Wulf 190. Dude, check this out.
There's a bit of a scale
By the way, this is a knife
here.
review. Yeah, this is a huge scale disparity. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So this is a 21st Century Toys.
Back when they used to be in normal.
Look at this. I can't even get it on. Here, hold it, and I'll raise it up a little bit. You guys got to check this Focke-Wulf out. It is so insane. So I think this is a D9. So this is a long nose. Flip it over. So they had a higher altitude version of this, a TA-152. That thing was even sicker than this. This is a Dora 9, D9, I believe. 21st Century Toys. We've had this in our collection.
Long time. Since 04.
15, 16, 17 years.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. But because I bought it for the boys to play with. And by the way, they did play with it. And look, they didn't even bust it. I guess we're missing a can. Oh, no, there it is. It's there. Heavily armed, though. So, man, if they'd had like D9s, Focke-Wulf 190 D9s, the war would have been delayed. Here you go. So,
would have been an interesting
double aircraft there. We'll see a lot of Luftwaffe and World War II German weapons just because we respect the weapon systems. They're pretty cool. And you'll see plenty of American ones, too, like this P51. Coming at you. All right. Again, we're going to have that guy in comment going, hey, to hear the actual knife review, go to this part right here. All right, tell them how much you love copper, by the way.
I do like copper. It's awesome. It ages, it tarnishes.
Here's some pictures of his ingots of copper that Tactical Doodles, for some reason, bought years ago, and he used it in photographing experiments with guns, knives. And I will admit, it looks pretty great.
You'd play with the light a little bit and see how it bounces around.
And it is a solid, I don't know, I wouldn't say collectible, but it's better than a lump of coal.
Yeah, like if you're the type to get into buying gold and silver, having a little bit of copper for hypothetical trading can be kind of nice and cheap.
Show them the coins there.
This is from some mint. I think the whole thing went totally sideways, but they used to make these really cool...
You just spray painted that.
No, this is cheap, man. It's just 1 ounce copper. Used to be some mint down in Texas or something that did them.
That's cool.
They paid someone to do the sculpt. They smacked them out. Then everything.
Did you polish that out?
Nope. That's brand new.
Okay.
I took that right out of the case.
Show them the patinaed one.
So this is the one I kind of carry around, and when I'm bored in meetings, I'll carry this and play with it.
Very cool. So okay, so we've established you have a penchant for copper. True or false? And then enter the Ultratech Super Collectible Copper Edition by Microtech.
I was so pumped when that came out.
What? Okay, we got to lay this on the table in more ways than one. This thing's expensive.
It is very expensive.
Okay, I don't know if this is going to be everybody's thing, but it's going to be super collectible. I think I like a lot of these really cool upper-end Microtechs. They're going to at least maintain value.
Yeah.
If you keep it in box, you don't put any wear on it, I think it will at least maintain value.
Yep.
But it is $375. More money than some 9mm value pistols.
Yep.
That being said, it is a very collectible Ultratech OTF knife. And it is a Microtech, and we kind of like Microtechs here in TNP.
We do. They've got distinctive style, distinctive flair, color combos.
We've done a collectible Ultratech. What? There's a James Bond 007. Look,
Check
TNP 007. This is our collectible 2012 Microtech Ultratech. Speaking of not just maintaining value but going up, what have these done?
They're hard to find.
Do they go for more than the guys paid? I think we sold it for like $225 in the day, right?
Yeah, I've never seen one go for any less than probably 1.5 times what I paid for mine initially.
They've gone way up. They're a very rare variation of Ultratechs, and so Microtech collectors, like myself, I am one myself. So is TD. We kind of like that. We don't have a lot of extra funds go out and be spending, $500 on a freaking knife, but here and there we'll add one to the collection and just see what's up.
Over the last 10 years I've bought 3, which should tell you a little bit because I'm usually not too great at saving. But
so this is how we put it together super briefly. It's just such the coolest anodizing job ever on this. It's kind of a brown anodizing, kind of OD-ish as well. Black highlights, black glass breaker, clip, bayonet clip, two-tone. There you go, TNP. One thing I noticed about this one, it works fine, but it's a little bit stiff.
Yeah.
Little bit stiff. Show them how much improved this Ultratech is over the earlier versions.
Look at how much better it is now. It is so much easier to deploy.
The deployment button is better.
The springs are a lot less stiff. I mean, some of the Ultratechs I've felt were impossible. To the point
really? Were they impossible? That means you just could not do it at all? Is that what you mean?
Pretty close.
We're just messing around, guys. I want to show them a side deploying OTF that I really like, but I do like the improvement on the button. It's not a huge deal. It's just a little something, something. The weight on this, by the way, is super
It is
lightweight.
Considerable.
Not really, because it is copper on one side, so expect it to weigh... I think our scale is in the bunker.
Yeah.
It's 5 ounces, though, right here. And the regular Ultratech is going to be substantially lighter. Is that a factor for guys that would buy this, TD?
Probably not.
Probably
I see it
not.
as either you're a collector, in which case you may be collecting the Ultratech series, so you're buying every one of them, blue, purple, yellow, orange, even our special one, of which there weren't that many. Or you really like copper, and I think of it kind of like leather. Like, a good leather jacket ages with you, and it takes a little extra care. You got to take care of it, and it gets scraped and scratched, and all of that shows as time goes on. But it really only adds to the character, and it kind of increases your affection for the piece over time. So for someone who just wants a functional, nice, light EDC blade, Ultratech, they're probably not going to have any interest in this.
They're not going to go HEDC, high-end daily carry with this, nearly $400. That being said, could you? Sure you could. I mean, if I gear check you and you pull out a copper top Microtech Ultratech, that's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
Pretty cool. The deployment, like I was saying earlier, on this is improved. I mean, it is fast.
So much better.
I can't do this on this version. I will say I haven't sent James Bond back to Microtech to be tuned.
Yeah.
So if you guys have either a collectible TNP version or another Ultratech, you can send it back to Microtech and they'll tune it up for you.
Yeah.
It may take them about 16 years to get it back. I'm just kidding, not that long.
Yeah, mine took 8 months, I think, when I sent mine.
They're not super quick.
They got a backlog.
They'll get you back. They'll get you back. So let's compare those clips since we're looking at it. So this is the TNP Ultratech. Same clip. Different engraving, of course. I always like how they serial number everything. Got the Microtech claw there. Production date. I think that's Marfione's signature, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know whose signature that is? The Swedish chef.
Ah.
Yeah.
Norna Borna Fjord
Did he
Kajorda.
like this knife? I think he did. Yeah.
You're baiting him to come out, but guess what? He gone.
Watch our bunker reviews. You may see the Swedish chef TD doing his imitation. The Muppet guy. That's so funny. Okay, so this is a drop point variation. They also come in a dagger variation. We showed you the bayonet. I don't remember if the bayonet's available in the copper top.
I don't think so. I think you have your standard, your dagger, and then that weird one where it's dagger and a serrated edge on the back, but that's $10 more. It's like $385.
Yeah, dagger, tanto, drop blade, drop point, like you're seeing here. This one here is model number 121-CP. Kappa. So when we got this, by the way, it was kind of smeared with some fingerprints that we didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we polished it out. I polished it out yesterday with some Brasso, and then I was a little bit hesitant to do it because like I don't want to get a bunch of Brasso here. So what I did is I Brassoed it with a very soft toothbrush, and it cleaned it up. It took off all that scum. I was going to say something else, but scum will work. And then I put some warm water on the toothbrush, and then I used it and just lightly washed it off. And you can see it worked fine. No residue, no scratches, nothing. And it's starting to patina already.
I mean, I have been really holding it and trying to handle it, and I didn't want to bring out a totally brand new looking shiny copper thing to the table. That's kind of...
I will tell you, having worked with it yesterday, you cannot bring out a really hard shine on this. It's not polished to that extent. There is somewhat of a finishing on it. Now, you could probably... Actually, forget it. I was going to say you could take this knife apart. I never recommend you do that.
So it could be. Yeah, and
it's
definitely...
It's a freaking nightmare to get it back together.
Don't do it, and Microtech does not like receiving...
It'll avoid the warranty, I think. They have a computer chip in there that logs how many times a knife has been taken apart.
I would love to know how many times they get a little box full of baggies and parts and a little Post-it note with a frowny face. Hey, I dropped a quarter or something in here. I
was just trying to put my favorite lube in there.
My friend said he could fix it. He said he works at Microtech.
Yeah. That's a cool look right there with that coin in the handle. So we are concentrating a lot on the second cool factor of the copper top. That really is what this knife is about. I think you get it. It is a very cool look. And then on this side you have the standard 6061 handle set. We looked at the clip already. Standard Ultratech glass breaker right here. And it is improved over our version. So look at how they've changed it. So it actually is less sharp. Probably less obnoxious if you decide to EDC this. And then you have a lanyard.
This breaker was an option though. They've had different types, different tips and stuff. They have that one I remember that's 4 prongs that comes up all sharp. And if you get sick of it tearing the crap out of everything you put near your pockets, you can actually jam an airsoft BB into the top of it, and it blunts it.
What?
Yeah.
How would it stick to that, though?
No, not this one. I'm talking the 4-pronged one.
Oh, yeah.
We looked at doing that for a while. We were like, yeah, that's really cool.
I don't mind this one. I think it's fine. I don't mind this one either. I like how purposeful and sharp it is. And I've EDC'd an Ultratech forever. I never found this to be obnoxious.
I actually use mine a lot you can use it on boxes.
You can open a box with, like the paper tape stuff. Yeah. This would be a little bit more difficult.
Save you
Still cool, though. It looks like that's got a carbide ball or something in there. I didn't look that up, see what it is. By the way, these we did say as a philosophy of use, I wouldn't EDC this expensive knife. It's collectible. But if you did, the Ultratech EDCs very well.
Yeah.
It is so slim, lightweight. Well, at least this one's lightweight. Just easy to carry. We've EDC'd them for a long time.
It's probably my most common auto that I carry. I've got like a base Ultratech that's like 15 years old at this point.
TD loves autos, by the way, just so you know.
It's excellent because it's skinny, so you save a bunch of your pocket real estate. For this, some versions of it have like grip tape and stuff. I mean, it's nice if you're holding it, but it really destroys whatever you're clipping it onto in no time at all.
I've always said grip tape's awesome, but not under the clip.
Yeah.
Not under it.
Yeah.
I really love our bayonet blades, by the way. I still like that
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
Really cool. But the drop point is right up there. They're neck and neck for which one I like. And I think it does come in, again, black and maybe satin stonewash finishes as well. And the blade steel on this is actually L Max, right?
Yep.
L Max steel. And we had ours in S30, or was it S90? I forget. And look at the action on this. So fast. This is fun as that lightning. Yeah, really cool. Didn't you say there's a guy on eBay selling a copper top for what? What'd you see it for? You were telling me off camera.
It was $500. Doesn't mean he's gonna get it.
Yeah, he's dreaming.
I think a lot of like when
Blade HQ $375. I think they'll sell out.
Yeah,
there's high-end collectors out there that are snatching this stuff up.
Go to their Ultratech page, and it's just a museum of cool things you didn't buy when they were around. They have they have like an orange one that's on. You'll look through and see 20 that you like, and Only 2 are available.
And I kind of like how they keep it up for a catalog variety,
Yeah.
too. This is a competitive option. Now, this is not going to have the second cool of the other one, but here comes a Guardian Tactical. I think it was called the Recon 35.
Recon 35.
Reviewed, highly recommended. It's going to be, I think, around like $240 or something like that. But it's really a different type of knife, don't you think? It's not like
Yeah, it's more functional.
super collectible.
This is more comparable to a base Ultratech, and I think that the base one that I saw at Blade HQ is about $290 for just a plain black handle, black blade, nothing special.
And I think those are perennial good sellers too.
It's an excellent one. That's my most
I think they keep
favorite
cranking them out.
auto to carry because I don't have to worry about scratching the crap out of it.
Correct. I was wrong. That Recon you just showed is actually $280.
Oof.
Yeah, so it's I don't know if the price went up. I don't remember it being that expensive. And then to my point that these things will sell out, remember this knife, the $500 Cypher, it's gone. At least in these cool colorations, it's gone. So there's guys out there that are springing for whatever, $500 OTF knife. Holy cow. By the way, my watch is still the Waterbury Timex with the cool Indiglow feature. I'm going to have to turn this slide off so you can see it. So special. Kind of a special watch review here. Oh, look at that, TD. Doesn't that make you happy?
That's cool.
And unlike like a Casio, it'll stay illuminated as long as you press a button.
Yeah.
Who needs a cell phone?
None of those dumb 3 seconds on and
yeah, I hate it.
off
They should make
things.
it for like 10 seconds. What watch you rocking, by the way?
The Aeropostale.
Oh, it's the Aromatic. Look at that. He loves this watch.
That's really cool.
It is so fun. I'll put links to them below if I can find them. A lot of these watches are gone so quickly. This is actually an automatic.
Yeah.
I think it has an NH35 Seiko auto movement, and it's just really cool, classic watch. With the spring crown retention on it. How cool is that?
Quite cool.
All right, so would we buy this? Woo. Oh, one more competitive option. Scarab. Boop. There you go. Another Microtech option. This is in the drop point. Oh, I love this knife. Oh, look, I got it labeled for tabletop reviews. There's your stuff. So this one's S35-300. IBDC this one, obviously. This is a user blade. Love it. I love the Scarab. So this is a 211 production. So that's how you do skateboard tape right there, dude. Just on the opposite side for extraction. Nothing here.
That's
Great.
still the recipe of a madman.
So a little bit of movement.
Oh, I can buy multiple pairs of pants every year.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Dude,
Let's look at the movement on the Cypher, too.
That's how you kill your expensive $60 tack pants.
No, so this is on. This is
I
only
know,
tight.
it's in the inside.
Yeah, no. I can't. It's so much better to have it on. You're high. Let's check the tightness of the blade here. Standard movement of an OTF knife. There has to be some play.
Yeah.
Has to be some play. God, that sure is a pretty knife, though. Pretty knife.
This one doesn't have much play.
Tell them what that is.
See, look at that.
Tell them what it is.
It's a Smith & Wesson M&P OTF.
And it's very inexpensive.
Very competitive option. This one is actually $3.99.
He's lying.
No, it's actually 39.99.
$40 at Blade HQ, this one. And it's got a funky way of deploying and coming back out. It's not a double action like these are. Double action means it'll retract the blade. Look at, it's a multi-step procedure.
Yeah, it's like a bolt action.
It's like starting the engine on a 1941 ME-109, BF-109.
It is a two-handed affair.
Don't you have a handle the dude's cranking on the side there, the crew chief?
Yeah, they're tying a rope onto one of the props and yanking at it.
Then starts spitting, the engine comes alive.
Heinz Holt!
All right.
Halston!
There he goes.
Speaking of made-up German.
All right, so copper top Microtech Ultratech OTF. It's expensive, but guess what? It's going to sell out. It is a beautiful knife available at Blade HQ. Nothing Fancy Project Knife Show. Still cranking along.
Your money.